Terrify. Every topic scary, we can leave the bravest paralyzed. Hope you're not at home alone, better keep the lights on. But if you love adrenaline, then welcome to the fright zone. Willie is the leader, the visionary dreamer. Gerard got the joke, scaredy cat the screamer. You gon' get this work, if you scared, go to church. This podcast is scariest, you heard it here first.
And he said that to me because I was like, I'm just excited that Jeepers Creepers is here. You know, I want to see the character again. But when because he's a huge lover of Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, that's scary.
Yo, what's up, fam? This is your boy Willie May in the building right now with Yep, That's Scary, your new #1 Halloween horror and haunted house podcast. What's up? I am so excited to bring to you guys an awesome show. And with me are my co-hosts, Gerard and Britt. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Well, man, how you doing? I'm doing great.
I'm good. Now, I just want to let you guys know, make sure you guys start your recording, your local recordings on the right-hand side. I did reset the studio, and I want to make sure that your local recordings are happening now. Now that I'm...
Yep, it's saying uploading, recording.
All right,
yep,
cool.
Good.
Now that I said that, I just want to first of all, just want to say it's good to see you guys. Happy Sunday, everyone. It is a beautiful Sunday morning. I don't know where you're at, but it's a beautiful Sunday morning where I'm at. And I'm so blessed to have you guys here. I'm so blessed to have viewers and coming in to our show, come on in. And it's going to be a good show today. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this one. It's more laid back, you know. Laid back.
Oh, yeah. We all look laid back today.
Now, let me ask you a question.
What's up, Gerard?
Is anybody else failing their New Year's Eve resolution?
Already?
Do I look like I've had a haircut?
Look, that's why I got a hat on.
Yeah.
That's why Britt got a hat on.
Look, my work is forcing us to wear masks again. My beard is like it gets crunched up. So it's a mess. I didn't have time to like take a shower before work. So I'm just gonna let me take a shower before the show. So I'm just trying to clean it up. I'm a mess. I'm like, this is why I have a resolution to get a haircut more often. And I need to stick with it a little better.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm failing big time on my resolution.
Same here, but it's okay, because every day it's a brand new restart. So I'm feeling very positive today. So we're gonna kick this off. I got something to talk to you guys about, we're doing something a little bit different. As you guys will continue to watch us, our show format is going to be changing. It's going to be adapting and all that cool new things and concepts and whatnot. But we're trying something different this Sunday. Um, First of all, I want to start with something that's been going on, or the talk, I guess, the popular talks and of subjects that we've been dealing with the past couple of weeks. And I want to hear your thoughts. So let's get right to it, y'all. Let's do it. This, let's go here. So Noah Schnapp's
Snap.
Snap from Stranger Things. He is his claim to fame has been in Stranger Things. Came out gay on social media on last Thursday. The 8-year-old actor shared the news on TikTok when I finally told my family, and when I finally told my family and friends that I was gay after being scared in the closet for 18 years, and all they said was, "We know." What are your thoughts on this, you guys? Like, what do you like with Noah? And his coming out on TikTok.
I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, to me, most people I feel like most people knew he was gay and he had that gay trait, but him coming out gay,
What's the gay trait?
the gay trait is how he acts. Is how he, you can just tell by looking at someone if they're gay. You can just, I can't. I don't know about y'all, but I can't.
So you have this little like gaydar radar that
It-
you're gay, you're gay.
It detects.
Go, Jar, please step in.
So I don't think I want to step into the gaydar talk. I think that's just already going to be bad.
It already went left.
You know what? You know what? I think Brent was trying to get at. I'm not speaking for Brent, but I feel what he's going at. When you're a parent, that's who you talk about. They came out to his parents. He didn't come out to the world, right? He came out to his parents.
Right.
They know you sometimes better than you know yourself, right? So they're going to have it and they're going to understand because they raised you. They came from your wombs, your extension of them. So maybe they might have knew something was up. And it's not like they knew, but it wasn't a surprise. It wasn't behaviors or any way they acted. But it's kind of like, they noticed when he smiled at another boy over it compared to a girl. So I don't. Am I thinking myself a whole? I don't mean it. I'm just.
Yes.
They just wondered. That's what they did at first.
When I brought this subject up, it was to me.
It was just to get us canceled within 10 minutes.
No, it wasn't to get us canceled. The news of Noah Snaps wasn't a surprise. I think it was more of hearing. To me, I feel like it was more of a confirmation, only because the character that he plays Will Byers on Stranger Things, and every time when I watched the series, I guess from the start, they always depict him as strange, right? And then in season 4, they really was bringing it home. I mean, like y'all watch Stranger Things, season 4. I felt like you had this momentum of action and situations that would happen that you're glued to the TV with, and then there's this like this pause or downshift as you learn more about the characters and their dynamics. But when we got to Will Byers' character, it was always about being different and strange, and so because of that, the character was already trying to come out in Stranger Things, and I think now having this actor coming out, it's just totally just.
Oh, you feel like that role that they gave him actually made him come out a little bit more and kind of express himself.
No. It wasn't to come out more because I think if you are. I just felt like.
But playing that role is
it was like to me, it was like what a coincidence that you are playing this character that is trying to find himself. And in season 4, you can tell when you watch it as Will Byers speaks, his character is starting to come out, and then I think he comes out to his brother, I believe, in one of the scenes. I don't have the scenes with me, but I'm going to find the scene. I'm going to let you guys rewatch it so that you guys can see for yourself. but those the writers, and I felt like the character of Will Byron and Noah just had this parallel coincidence, and now that uh, he is supported and he is out, he can live his truth and with his character, and there may be more stakes and dynamics with Will Byron for season 5. I don't know, but this is a cool thing. And you know what? Let me tell you this, Noah. When you came out that school switching, we I looked when I saw that, I was like, Will Byers gay. So have fun, live life to the fullest, and congratulations. And next conversation is
Please change it. I think we already
what?
checked
Is
it.
it so wrong? I mean,
Is that Jack Black?
No, this Guillermo del Toro.
Man, I swear to look like Jack Black
It
just
is
for a
not
minute.
Jack Black.
It did.
Oh my god.
Tell me it didn't. Tell me it didn't. You look just
Oh,
like
boy.
in the face.
The
'Cause Jack Black
the
has that
happy
hair. He
version.
wears some glasses.
He must be real happy. You know why he's happy, Guillermo del Toro? Because the Golden Globes happened this past Tuesday, and Guillermo del Toro won for Best Animated Stop Motion in Pinocchio. All right, so Netflix acclaimed feature Guillermo del Toro. Pinocchio was awarded the Golden Globe for Best Animated Feature on Tuesday night. The much allotted stop motion movie emerged and killed a lot of people, like a lot of animated films, like Puss in Boots from DreamWorks. And have you guys checked this movie out on Netflix? Did you guys get a chance to check it out? Don't all like really?
So
Wait, movie.
Yes.
I haven't actually seen the Pinocchio movie. Is this the one that has a? This is the stop motion one that's on Netflix. Is this the one that has a little more horror aspect to it? It seems like.
Two Pinocchios came out. One on Disney, one on Netflix. We're talking about the one on Netflix.
Mhm.
That I'm talking about. This is
Yeah.
and did you guys check that out?
No,
I don't know why I'm sitting there asking if this is the scarier looking one. No, I haven't seen either.
This is the scarier looking one. Now, let me say this: I am proud of Guillermo del Toro. Award is so cool to have horror directors win a Golden Globe, and so congratulations to you, sir. But yes, this is the dark version of Pinocchio. Now, let me just say this: when people look at Pinocchio, they always look at the iconic Disney Pinocchio, but Pinocchio always had a dark side because it was one part of the Grimm fairy tales. And the Grimm brothers fairy tale was always dark and the dark side. And Disney took these fairy tales and made them more lighter, the lighter version, and which we all know today. But I remember working on a project of Pinocchio. It was a musical, and the director and the creative team agreed on making Pinocchio the dark side. And so we had like a little Geppetto and a tall, linky, Brent size of Pinocchio. But
Oh, come on, dude.
the darkness of it totally works. And even though Mr. Toro's Pinocchio is a little bit different, it works. And I think everyone should take a look at this film whenever you get a chance to. On Netflix, it is Pinocchio. It is a little bit long. It can be daunting, but you know what? Hey, get some rest. Wake up and watch it with with your niece, nephew, daughters, grandson, whatever. Have some popcorn and take a look at this film. They did a really good job.
I ain't seen Pinocchio movies in forever, and I don't even know. I really don't even know who that guy is. To be honest with you.
So
He's the guy from Shrek who wears women's underwear.
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
no,
That's true. That's in the movie. He does.
Y'all telling me? I don't know.
No, he also has another. He's been killing it right now. He's known for his horror movies, and he has another series out on Netflix.
No.
My bad.
What-
If he's watching this, I did not mean to call you Black Jack. Jack Black, you look kind of like him a little bit.
He does
What-
pick him a little bit.
No, wait. He was talking about Guillermo. I can never pronounce his name. I was
Guillermo
talking about
del Toro.
Pinocchio. He in the Shrek movie. He actually wears the women's underwear. Have you ever watched that?
Okay, yes, the Shrek movie, but we're not talking about the Shrek movie. We're talking about the director.
Okay.
And I'm moving on. All right, next we have. Okay, So another
Yes.
horror movie made its way as a winning, or I would say project made its way winning a Golden Globe, and that was Evan Peters won a Golden Globe for Best Actor in a series. Okay, now Evan Peters is the guy who played Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, you guys remember him? Y'all all watched Jeffrey
Mhm.
Dahmer. Yep, that's him. That's
That's
Peters.
him.
Yes. Now
Yes, and
Evan,
also, he
hold
also
on.
played in American Horror Story.
Yes, he does. He works with Ryan Murphy's films and projects, and he played Jeffrey Dahmer. And here is the issue: the mother of one of Jeffrey Dahmer's victims is pissed. Evan Peters won a Golden Globe for portraying the serial killer on Netflix. She says he should have paid tribute to the victims. Shirley, the mother of Dahmer's victim, Tony Hughes, tells TMZ Evans should have used his acceptance speech to mention the families who are still suffering from Dahmer's crime, or to say Hollywood should put an end to telling stories about killers and glorifying them. Okay, here we go. Now, remember we had this topic about Jeffrey Dahmer, about about this huge like trend and crazy views of Jeffrey Dahmer, and it kind of gave everyone a kind of a fright how everyone totally was glorifying this serial killer. Here's Evan Peters' speech at the Golden Globes. Okay, guys, so that's his speech. What do you guys think? Was the mother wrong in kind of hopping on Evan Peters and kind of like raining on his parade, or should Mr. Peters say something to pay tribute to the victims? Was this a good speech? What do you guys talk to me? What do you guys think?
I mean,
Your mic is muted. Would y'all?
is my mic muted?
No. Okay,
Okay.
there you
I
go.
mean,
I was listening.
Okay.
this is a touchy subject. It's like you don't want to censor anybody. I definitely, if they have an opinion, we're allowed to speak. It's part of the amendments. But at the same time, I don't want anybody to be censored when it comes creatively either. I'm trying to get my words correctly so I don't end up with another Gator situation. Yeah. Look. I don't know. I really don't know because first off, I'm not a family member of a serial killer. I'm not a family member who had somebody go away from the serial killer to my knowledge. So I don't know if I'm the right one to speak upon or give an opinion. I think it could have been nice. He gave a little speech, a little nod to it. Hope,
Right.
pray for the victims and stuff.
Right.
But at the same time, this isn't a Golden Globe for who did the best serial killer actor. This is a Golden Globe for best actor who's able to portray something so horrendous.
Right.
He was able to portray and bring to life and bring to the forefront with somebody horrendous. And, the good from stuff like this is, first off, it's going to get people thinking. It's going to get people thinking, hey, my cousin Jerome, he's acting a little weird. Hopefully there's some good that comes from it. Maybe it gets somebody to think about somebody who's acting a little weird. Hopefully it doesn't produce copycats. It produces people to come forward and address stuff. Maybe opens a question for mental health. Because that's the biggest issue. One of the big things we have is mental health is an issue in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And how to address it. We used to have psych wards back in the day and lock the people up. That wasn't the right answer. But at the same time, there's got to be a happy medium, getting these individuals who are messed up in the head the proper care and the proper help they need.
Right.
Because some of these people, in my opinion, do need to be locked up psychiatrically. But at the same time, they don't need to be tortured in a facility. They need the correct help, the correct medication, and the correct working. Because we had so much advancement since. Who closed down the psych wards? Was it Reagan?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I'm not a history buff. Whoever closed it down. Now we're at the point for where we had the advancement technology,
Yes,
where we can reopen up the psych wards and make it safe for the patients and the staff, because that's the big thing is you got to make sure the staff and the patients are also safe, because people who agree to work in those facilities, they got to come in there and be like, I'm willing to come into work and feel safe, because first off, there's enough staff here. Something happens and Harry goes crazy today because he saw the color blue, because there is things that will set people off like the color blue. Like I've worked in
Correct.
similar facilities,
Yes, you
and
do.
sometimes the color blue will set people off.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
I've
What
worked with,
about-
and if we can do that, and have enough places where there's enough cameras to keep an eye on the patients, and at the same time give them respect that is there, where they have their own personal space to be private, we can do it. Like some of the facilities I've even worked in the past and stuff, in every public area, every inch of that facility, there's cameras until you get to their bedroom and in their bathroom. That's their space. And they so feel like they need to go in there, they're allowed to. And that way, when you do go in there, if you stay in the hallway, you open up, hey, how are you today, Jerry? Good. Hey, medication time. Let's go, buddy. And you give them the medication in the public area so they can be seen.
Right.
Or if you do go in a room, you bring a supervisor with you, another individual with you, so you have
Right.
witnesses to make sure not only are you safe, but also the patient is safe.
Right, good point. Good point. And of course, Gerard, you have a lot of experience from this, from being in some cultures and communities such as that. What do you think, Brent?
So this lady, she made a statement to him about he shouldn't win the award, right?
No,
Wow.
she said that he should have paid tribute to the lost victims during his speech. That's what she.
I don't, see, it's hard to, talk on this because I really don't know what to say to it, because it's I don't know, it's something, I don't know, very hard to talk about.
Well, look, I want to say this. I want to say this. At some point, again, you don't want to, just to piggyback off of what Gerard said, you don't want to censor art and
No, I'm not piggybacking off nothing. I don't know how to
No,
talk
I'm
about it.
piggybacking. I'm piggybacking off of Gerard. What I'm saying is, this, art is supposed to be thought provocative. It's supposed to move something in you, and this series did. It moved a lot of people to mimic, gimmick, or to research, or try to understand this case or the serial killer and what would make him do some horrific things. Yes, he could have easily paid tribute to it, but I think that was his moment to shine. I mean, he got a Golden Globe. He's doing what he loves to do. He's an actor. But at the end of the day, I think she wanted just her loss to be remembered, and that's okay. And also, I think his speech was okay too. So
You,
there's no wrong in this. It's just it is what it is.
you, there's something you said that just clicked something in my head. Piggybacking off the thing. Another thing this show can do in a positive manner, and there's always positive, even in negatives. The glass is always half full, and some of those negatives are so small and insignificant that's hard to notice them, and it's hard to appreciate the insignificant things in life. And it sucks to try to find the positive, and sometimes it's morbid to find the positive in things. But I like to look at the positives, no matter how bad or how morbid it can be, because that's just part of being a positive individual. Maybe it's good that when this show came out, instead of looking at like they're glorifying this terrible, terrible piece of history, especially the fact that we had him when the first boy got out. They had Jeffrey Dahmer. But because individuals didn't want to deal with a homosexual, especially back, what was it, the 80s or 90s? I feel like it was like late, mid 80s. Am I correct?
Right, or 70s, 70s, 80s, 70s.
Whatever time between the 70s and 90s. I thought he was like arrested in 94 or something like that.
What? No.
Was it that? We need fact.
Was it?
Now, what she
I'm
wanted him to pay tribute to the victims that really happened in real life, or on the show?
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
It was so he dismembered 17 men and boys between 1978 and 1981.
Yeah, it was during the 80s. So first off, it gives a face, or it gives the story behind what happened to those victims.
Mhm.
You know, because we got to see what a good portion, like 12 of his victims and stuff. So it gives a face to them and really tell the story that they didn't like. Well, they passed away. It gives a face to them, gives them their story behind it, and hopefully, it can teach us a lesson about how to handle issues like that. I mean, that man was in custody. Jeffrey Dahmer was in custody at one point, but because the cops were so insecure or homophobic, they didn't mess with the individual.
Right.
Like this is his gay boy. They had him in custody.
Right. So
Over a 14-year-old.
I just want to say this. Yes, Gerard, you are correct on that. On just making sure that we all make sure that we take mental checks, evaluate ourselves, our inventory of who we are, and make sure we love more. Because in this scary world that we live in, and yep, it's scary. We want to make sure that we are loving first, leading with love, making sure we show support, checking in with our friends and family, and making sure that we all have a good mental state of mind, state of being. Now, here's Brent with horror news in a minute.
Megan, she's already danced her way into the hearts and minds of audience, and now she may be boogieing back into the big screen. Everyone's new favorite killer doll, Megan, debuted in theaters this weekend and building off great social media buzz and awareness. Grossed well above studio projections. As a result, it seems a sequel is already in the works. Deadline first reported the news of the sequel's development, and IO9 has followed up with Universal for further clarification or confirmation. Nevertheless, with a reported budget of 12 million before all that elaborate marketing, of course, and first weekend grossed of 45 million worldwide, including 30 million domestic. The appetite for funny, creepy AI killer doll is certainly there. Five Nights at Freddy, Matthew Lillard and Josh Hutcherson are set for Blumhouse feature take off the popular video game Five Nights at Freddy. The characters they are playing are not being specified. Production on the film is set to begin in February in New Orleans. Universal in Vegas. The creators of Universal's iconic Halloween Horror Nights attraction have announced a new year-round horror experience in Las Vegas. According to a new release, the concept will bring to life Universal's vast library of classic horror films and today's most terrifying tales. Universal says the horror experience will be the anchor tenant in a 20-acre expansion of Las Vegas Area 51. Developers say the attraction will occupy a 110,000 square foot space. Creators say the attraction will feature a variety of unique, immersive, fantastic horror-centric experience along with daytime food and beverages. Spaces will turn into haunting bars and eateries by night. Universal is also known for our ability to deliver original, highly themed, and terrifying horror entertainment experiences for millions of fans every year, said Paige Thompson, President New Ventures, Universal's Parks and Resorts. We are excited to give our global fan base yet another way to get scared and have fun with fear in the heart of Las Vegas, the perfect place for this type of unique concept. And that is horror news in a minute.
Yo, that's crazy. Let me just say this.
That is wild.
Let me say this. So I know the people at Area 51. Yes, they're going to be on our show. I'm going to reach out to them so that we can talk about this. But I've been actually with them for a minute now because I was actually the one that was slated to bring Halloween to this facility in Vegas, and so I've been talking with them since 2019 before it was built, and so So they have decided to have an anchor to take partner up with Universal Studios, which I think is the most smartest decision, because as a year-round attraction, you want to make sure that you have IPs that's going to attract people. Now, even though they're
Absolutely.
using the classic Universal monsters, they're going to have to do some things in this facility that's going to wow people. That's going to make them come again, again, and again, and again. So I would love to sit down with Area 51 peeps and have them on the show so that we can talk about it, because I think this is unique. It's amazing, and it's the talk. It is the talk right now. Is that Universal Studios is stepping outside of their theme parks and
Hmm.
venturing out. Now, let me say this: there was a year-round attraction by Eli Roth that I was graciously uh, uh, witnessed and everything that look, the hope was that it was going to be year round, and let me just say this: it did not work. I mean, lawsuits happened, people got sued. It was crazy. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. They were actually when I first met Rob Zombie, they were actually like that beginning year, they were like crashing and like getting lawyers suited up because that was just one project that was hemorrhaging money left and right. So I am so excited to see another year-round attraction happen at Universal in Las Vegas, and that Universal Studios is the anchor behind it. So this is really exciting, and we need to get behind this. Here, we need to get behind this and talk about it.
So first off, I love what we say. Get lawyers suited up. I picture like an Iron Man scene, but with those fancy ass $2,000 suits. Like,
Right?
they put it like on six rings, like that one guy from TikTok. But it's just funny when you say that. It makes me giggle. But something I gotta say, I hate that you probably lost, because I know we've been talking about Vegas
Of course.
since what, 2018?
Yeah,
Have we been talking
yeah.
yeah, we've been talking about you.
That's my partners.
Yeah, we've been talking about you had something going on in Vegas and stuff.
That's
You
the
had,
when
yeah, I know, and I'm like, I hate that it's missing now, but at the same time, link it up with Universal. I think one of the smartest things you could do
Oh,
year
yeah.
round.
Look,
Absolutely fantastic. I love
can't
that.
I can't compete with Universal Studios.
Mm-mm.
So when I first of all when I heard about them doing this, let me just say this: Area 15 is in talks to open up a second Area 15, the second one in Florida.
Really?
So when this conversation, let me just tell you, I know the scoop. I talked to them. You know, when that happened, that's when that relationship started to happen. And when I got word with it, because remember, I put it out there too on social media. I said, "Hey, Ve- Universal Studios going to Vegas." Everyone's like, "No, no, no, this is fake. It's fake. Fake news." Remember that? No.
No.
And guess what? Here it is. The proof is in the pudding. Now everybody shutting up, looking stupid. No, let me just say this: Universal Studios is killing it right now. Universal Studios has Epic World that's coming out in Florida. They are revamping. They finished their process of revamping their parks and bringing in Harry Potter IPs. Now,
Is it? Do you
now,
think
now,
this is?
what they're doing is now they're working on Mario Land, and Hollywood just opened up theirs this week, and it's phenomenal. And that's what's going to be at Epic World or Epic Land in Florida. Okay. Now, when I got this, when I was talking to Area 15 or 51, Universal Studios was revamping itself because they just because I was in college. It was 2018. Yeah, I was in college, and that's when I heard all the because I did my thesis was on Universal Studios, and I was doing a whole bunch of research and on them and whatnot, and that's when they announced it. And that's when I got the information. But Universal, let me say, I am so happy to hear that there is not just Disney making changes and creating great immersive entertainment that for the masses. There's another player involved, and that is Universal Studios. They got quiet. They were quiet. They yes, they were, they need more money. Hope Comcast, the corporate headquarters of
The
Universal Studios,
overlords.
keep down more money. But yes, that's how we connect with IPs. That's how we watch an IP and then go and connect with them, like we did with Stranger Things. And let me just say this: it is smart, and I'm so excited to see what Universal Studios have going on. What's up?
Maybe this is like them dipping their toes in Vegas. Maybe we might get a Universal Studio in Vegas, but I don't know. Is Vegas too close to California where they have the other location? Well, here's the thing I want to say. The two big winners I saw with the news in a minute was first off, Megan off of, was it a $12 million budget?
Yep.
Yeah.
$12 million budget
Hit about 45.
profited $30 million. Blumhouse is badass at making these cheap ass horror movies that just kill it.
What's so
And
crazy? I remember it was cheaper than that, and now that they're hitting 12 million, I'm like, ooh, Blumhouse, like that's a lot of money. But
they saw the potential. What I've heard
to have that, to have that budget.
I'm seeing it this week. I believe I'm seeing it this week. I'm doing my thing with but I'm going to go see it this week, and I'm excited.
I can't with you.
I gotta find some woman to take me to the movies.
Shut up right now.
But that is what I love about Blumhouse, like especially since we talked about, because I had to redo the Paranormal Activity series. They killed it like that.
Why? Because we have verses.
Yes.
Coming.
Yes.
Coming soon.
But so I got to rewatch Blumhouse and realize they're so smart with this stuff. But here's what I'm excited about, and it's another Blumhouse news, because Blumhouse has the right to the FNAF series, the Five Nights at Freddy's. I love that series as an individual. I stepped away in the last 2-3 years due to I'm already busy enough, but I'm excited. It's making me want, the more I hear about it, like I have it in my list for skip it or tickets because it's potentially going to come out. Because Blumhouse, they said, Blumhouse has been known to film a movie in the beginning of the year and release it that year.
Yes,
this is going to be, if they do it right, it's going to be such a fantastic franchise. I almost feel like it shouldn't be a franchise. It should go to Netflix or HBO Max. I want it on HBO. HBO show more boobies. I feel, even though, not because of the boobies, because HBO Max will do a lot more darker. I want it dark. I want it gross. It's about murdering kids. You got to be dark. You got to be gruesome. Put it on HBO. Make it miniseries. Give us 6 seasons. That's what I asked. 6 seasons. No more than
seasons. That's too much.
National Haunted Attraction Industry Trade Show. Register now at FearExpoLive.com.
Fear Expo Live is back, baby. March 23rd through the 26th in Owensboro, Kentucky Convention Center. Fear Expo Live is the newest national haunted attraction industry trade show, bringing together haunters and vendors. They are dedicated to connecting attraction owners with the latest products and services from the industry leading vendors. Earlier in the year to ensure products are delivered on time and ahead of schedule and at some of the best prices around. For more information, you can visit FearExpoLive.com. Again, that's FearExpoLive.com.
All right. Thank you so much for that. So let me just say this. So it's been crazy because I know for a fact, bro, that you mentioned Stranger Things experience, and this was such a unplanned thing, but we did it anyways. And so I want to talk about Stranger Things, going to Stranger Things, because it was a sight to see. Now, go ahead.
I was saying,
So I just want to say this. I did speak to my peeps down there and at Stranger Things, and they are really excited to have us out or have us talk, I would say, on the show about the building of Stranger Things. They want to come on the show and discuss Stranger Things. So let me just say this: I just heard from my contact back from them, and I have to go through the PR team, and that information was given to me literally like last night. So we're gonna try to do a twofer and get them on the show so that they can talk about Stranger Things because even though we had an experience, still it is something to get geeked about because you know I think I don't know. To me, this, I mean, if you're a big fan, you will enjoy this. Wouldn't you say, Brett?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get right down to it. So yeah, I had a video that I guess I accidentally like did not put on, but I thought I did. So
No,
if I can find it, I would love to play it. Um, so bear with me as I find a video, but
I think it's through
uh,
here.
So I
it's something else right, that I guess I did not upload. So I'm gonna try
Yeah,
to.
you did. It's right here. The Stranger Things video.
No. That's our Stranger Things. It's I'm looking for the commercial.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
wait. Yeah. I know where it's at. Yeah. Hold on.
do you?
Yeah, I remember. I just clicked on it not too long ago. Here it is.
There you are. I'm glad I found you. You are all in very serious danger. I will guide you to safety. But I need you to do exactly as I say. You know that you are special. With my help, you can become extraordinary.
Help us. Help me.
Okay, so Stranger Things, y'all. Stranger Things. So let's just talk about this. We went to Stranger Things and we had a time. Yes.
so here's the first thing that pisses me off.
What?
That I believe the weekend y'all went, I was off that weekend. I didn't receive no text message in the group to, hey, I know you're 4 hours away, Gerard. Why don't you just come over here this weekend, Saturday, like shoot for like 6 o'clock and come see us? We're going to go to Stranger Things. Like, I would have drove. I would have found a way up there. I would have went.
I think if we were thinking, yeah. I mean, it was first of all.
It was a last minute thing, and I
Yeah,
called it out when we was pulling in the damn driveway.
Right. It was a last minute thing. If it was more planned, yes, 100% yes, we would have easily been like, yo.
I can't. That was like
Um,
a weekend. I was off. I would have drove.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please.
I knew.
forgive me.
I knew you.
But-
I knew
but
I
let
could
me-
come
let me
crash
give
at your
you-
house.
You are. Yes, you could. Yes, you could have. But you're right. Let me just say this. Now you can hear from the horse's mouth about the experience.
But I would love to be like, yeah, it was so cool. The demo quarter was
Listen,
like that.
From what I hear is that we're supposed to go again. So
When?
uh,
Send me the dates in advance.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know for sure.
I got plenty of PTO.
All right, let's do it then. All right, so Stranger Things, unlock your power. The Netflix Stranger Things experience. Now, let me just say this: when I first got word that this was happening, I had friends up at Netflix and friends at Fever because we partnered with Fever before, and this was exciting. Then I heard that one of my dear friends actually was one of the lead producers on Netflix Experience. And then I got a job offer to be the Atlanta's lead producer of the Netflix show here. And I didn't get the job offer. But I got the job offer. So thank you so much for thinking of me guys. But anyways, so I was really excited to hear this, to witness this. And then all of a sudden, like I guess, when knowing that it's coming, knowing that it's here, the whole idea is to create these shows that pays tribute to Stranger Things that the fans would want to partake in, right? And they got some of the best producers to create these experiences to make it work. Operational wise, they have about 3 to 4 shows that would tour and have a sit down duration of a period where they will be putting these bookings or show experiences on. Now, Atlanta was in from what came in since September, and it will be leaving February. And then right now you got Atlanta and Los Angeles going, but the other one in London just ended and is coming to the United States. So there's about 4 different productions going around, and they're moving sets and all that stuff. So that's really cool, and I love how they do that because it allows more opportunity for people to experience the experience. Okay, that being said, I believe, like I was talking to Brent, and Brent was like, "Oh my gosh, wait, you? I think you were at my house too. You're like, look, Papa is at the Stranger Things experience, Papa," and I'm like, "Papa, what
What?
are you talking about?" This is what he was talking about.
Alex, why are you frightening our guests?
Jacket before going on stage, something like that.
I can't see them. What are they doing? Are they gonna help?
Alex, why are you frightening our guests? Alex seems to be having a bad day. As I said, there's nothing to be frightened of.
Okay, no, I'm scared.
Alex, can I have a word with you outside? Sorry.
So that was really cool. So when that happened, when he said that, I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then when I realized, oh, Matthew Modine, who plays Martin Brenner, which is Papa on the show, actually made an appearance at the Atlanta show, and I was like, "This is crazy." First of all, if I knew that this was going to happen, I would have been there with bells. And
He was there when he came out.
I would have been there with bells on saying, "Papa!" I would have grabbed his arms, like legs, like, "No, go, no!" I'll be the crazy black baby. But I thought that was really cool and great, and just a great thing that Netflix did for the people coming up that night. Now, let's talk about our experience, dude. So we go and I take you, Brent, to Stranger Things. We pull up. Now the thing is, like, he was calling this out all night. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm like, look, we gotta do something. You know, look, the New Year's is ending, and the old year is ending, and the New Year's coming. Let's do something. So we went to Stranger Things, and when we pulled up, man, Brent got geeked. He was like, "Yo, let's go!" And he got me geeked. I was like, "Wow, let's do it!" And we pulled up, and we're like, "All right, cool." Now let me just say this: the people over there at Fever and at Netflix done a great job making sure that their events are in a well-kept environment where you don't need to go and worry about if your car's going to get smashed or stolen. Like, they make sure that you're like when you park, when you get out, that you're in a good environment where it's clean and it's a good place, because they don't own the locations; they rent them out to put these productions there. So we walked to a good, clean parking lot. We went out, and it was easy because I make sure that we were like the last booking for that night. And so when we went, we automatically went to security check, right?
Yep.
Right? And then we went through security check, and it was so funny because we met two of the coolest people that hopefully will be listening to our podcast. Because they pulled up our podcast in line as we were going in, and I just thought that was really cool. Yeah, so I thought that was really cool. So hey, y'all, from That's Scary. What's up, guys? This Brent is here. We're talking about the experience. So we walked to these great horror lovers that were doing the security check and make sure that our tickets was valid. And I asked how was the experience. I'm like, "Hey, you guys, how was it?" And let me just say this: you know how in each haunted attraction you got some good staff, you got some bad staff. Same thing for Netflix. No, I'm not saying these two were bad or anything. It's just there's some things that you don't want to say, and you know what? They were very political, and they made sure that they didn't say it, but without being discouraging to the paid guests. So let me just say this:
I was being
um,
honest.
they're being honest. They were like, "Look, because I was like, hey, should we get VIP? Right now, can we upgrade?" They said, "Yeah, you can upgrade, but really, to be honest, don't do it." And I'm like, "What? No, don't do it." I'm like, "Okay, why?" And they said, it's not worth the money. They said the show is great. You're gonna have a good time. The it's not worth it. Plus, you get just a complimentary drink and a toy. It's like, well, I don't need that. And they say, and then you get front of the line pass, but look, there's no one in line. And I look straight down, there's the Hawkins sign. I was like, oh, we're here. Let's go, boy. Let's do it. And so we walked in and had our picture taken. And then immediately, what happened next, Brent?
Well, as soon as you get done taking the picture at the Hawkins lab, as soon as you cut that corner, you see all the employees and they're wearing lab coats. Then we get in line. So our color was yellow. So yellow line is in the middle, and you got red, which is VIP, which is not worth it. And I think there was only like one person in VIP.
It's like three people.
And then you got blue, which is the original general mission right there. So we're in the middle, and you know, we get there and we're waiting, and this I think Dr. Brenner comes out. Not
other doctor, not Brenner, but I think his assistant or something.
He's just staring you down and looking at you.
I was getting the Smile stare down big time. Smile, the TV show, with that. This doctor had it down pat where it made me uncomfortable because this dude comes out of the window of the door and he locks eyes with me. Boom. And at haunted houses when you lock eyes with somebody, you just like with a monster, you're like, they see me? No, we'll look the other way. Well, this one was like full force, a doctor, just this evil smile looking right at me. It kind of made me feel a little bit awkward.
You shouldn't have felt that way.
I was like, listen, I was trying to be in the I was trying to immerse myself. I'm not trying to critique it. I'm trying to enjoy it.
You're scared.
So I was totally enjoying this guy picking me out of the crowd. But at that time, they are listening to you. They are recording you, and even though they
take pictures without your consent,
and they take pictures of you, because after you're done, automatically, which I thought was so awesome. Once they realize, hey, look, we got our people for today, they immediately move the show. Now, I believe they move the show every 30 minutes, but then it's every 15 minutes, really. So if you are an early bird person, you show up, they'll start the show on time and they'll let you go through, and then they'll catch the stragglers and do the show one more time. Because I was watching how many people went through this thing. And so even though it's every 30 minutes a crowd show up, the show runs every 15 twice in 30 minutes. So
the show runs every 30 minutes twice. So It's like a big rotating. Okay.
It's rotating, and so you go to room to room to room to room. So even though, let's say, if the audience from 8:30, are the stragglers, that started at 8:45, they'll probably be in room 4 while we're entering room 1, and so the actors continue to be on this cycle. Which we actually did that for Blumhouse. That's how I did all my haunted houses. So it was very familiar. I was very familiar with the structure.
So is this? I think we're all coughing right now. I think there's a cough going around the South. Is this kind of like a haunted house? Would you describe it, or is it a little different? Is it like
the lighting? 100% is just like a haunted house. How it goes.
So let me just say this: the creators that actually created this, the producers, produce haunted houses. That's why I know them. So every element of a haunted house was all there. And I loved every minute of it. Because I was like, woo! I mean, Brick Chain, I was all in it. I was like, so anyways, so moving on.
You were like, what? You were like, what?
So let me just say this. So we walked in and we go to the first room. In this room, they're breaking it down. They're giving you the 411. They're saying that we've been watching you. They're kind of heightening the hairs in the back of your neck. They're like, look, there's a situation going in, blah blah blah. We need you, da da da. You know, they're empowering the hero that's in us, right? Once we go into this presentation, out of this presentation, we walk down the halls of Hawkins Laboratories. We're like, woo! And then we go into this other room, right, Britt? And then we go and meet this other guy who kind of separates us in our colors. Now, our colors are very significant. It kind of keeps us in order. It kind of tells us what to do. Kind of tells us what we need to be. Okay, so we sitting here, and in this one room, Britt, you want to take it away? You want to talk about this part?
You can keep going. I'm listening.
Okay, so this guy talks to us and he goes, "Hey, look, welcome to the laboratories. We're gonna run some tests, and we're gonna see how well you do." So we do this like kind of immersive puzzle, which I got furthest on, and I became the leader of Yellow.
It wasn't that great.
I was great because I looked at your puzzle and you barely have one thing on there. I was like, really?
Okay, you cannot see when there's like a million strobe lights going off at once.
Boo! There was no strobe lights going off. It was straight. It was straight light.
Listen, guys, when you go do it, there's gonna be a lot of strobes.
There's no strobes because all they do is a time clock, and they want to see how further you get with your puzzle. After whoever gets the most done on their puzzle is deemed the leader, and so I had
in that group.
I had Brent and I had two others down here, and they put one puzzle piece on there. Brent was like playing drums, and then I was like, "I'm done," and I was like, "Yo,
it was halfway."
Look, I was so excited to do the Stranger Things experience. Nothing could stop me now. And let me tell you, I was the Yellow leader. So what was great was the blue had the telekinesis where they actually used their powers to crush a can right in front of our face. We were like, whoa! Then the red, they had what was their thing?
They did the that as well.
They were like they give you these positions and you have to test to see how well you do and how strong you know.
Got Xbox.
Ours was like this. Hey, say no. Like that was ours. So
we can make bugs come out of walls.
We can make bugs come out of walls. We can like and like things happen. Like that was our powers. So I rubbed my twos together. I was like, hey, and Britt was like this. I'm ready. And we're
I'm gonna go to the next game because you don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry.
Alright, it's coming off.
Listen. Okay. So then after we did that, where did we go next, Brent?
He done left.
Where do we go next after that?
No, but you're going way too far. You got to slow it down a little, just a little bit.
Slow it down. Sorry.
So when we was in there and we doing da 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 da, and you said I was doing like that, wasn't true. But anyway, there's an actor over there on the red side. Remember?
Oh yes.
You did not see
the blue side.
It was an actor, and I was like, "Who's this guy?" He took off, and the guy tases it.
Pause. Hold up.
I'm talking about it.
Hold up. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, there's an actor in there, and you don't really know, nobody's paying attention. Everybody's looking at their puzzle. Willie, he looked at me and said, "We didn't see that guy in this group before, and it's an actor, and I know it."
Yeah.
Before it even happens, the guy turns around and he said, "Where are you going? You can't go back there." And a Demogorgon attacks him, and he gets tased.
Yeah,
wow.
It was crazy. That it went left so quick for us. Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot about that. It went left so quick, but like you have to understand, like when I go to these events, I wish
you didn't say nothing.
I know. I consult. And so when I go to these events, it's like there's something crazy about my brain. I start looking at everything. I start counting. Like I counted like the wristbands they had. I was like counting the and when we were gonna go, and so And so when we went to his room and there was an extra dude that cut in out of nowhere, I was like, yo, he's not with us. Because when you observe the room, you know who's with you. And
I was like, yeah, he is. He's with us. He's been with us the whole time.
Then he got shocked. I was like,
I'm like, no, he ain't been with us.
You part of this. So it was really cool because how they did it was so seamless. No one, right? No one could tell.
No, he was standing right beside that girl, and she thought he was with her group, and
right. It was crazy. It was so flawless. So good job on that one. So then we go to the other room, and what's the other room, Brent?
The other room, if I'm not mistaken, the other room is is it before the telekinesis where you do all the crazy stuff? But it was the room where that is like a press conference guy, and he was talking about what was going on.
So I think after we go from that room, we go into where we sit down. Remember, and we had to sit in our benches with the yellow.
Yeah.
And they were talking. They were talking through the bits.
Yeah, you can lead off on that if you want to.
So we go into the next room, and they're like, and this is where we first of all we got the warnings before the show. Hey guys, stay to your groups. Blah blah blah. Yeah, get act. Remember your power. Remember your yellows. Then we get.
Can you backtrack a little bit because I want to make sure I get the whole. I'm pitching this right.
Correct.
So you're in groups. How many groups? There's blue, red, yellow.
Blue, red, and
yellow.
Yeah.
One can crush a can. One can call bugs, and then the other one like pushes stuff. Was it?
Yeah.
I forgot what the blue does. I think the blue. I remember the red because the red did this.
I forget
what did the blue? We did this. What did the blue do, man?
We did this. The blue was like, and I was like, okay.
They was like dancing.
And they were like, everyone had like their thing, And what it is was like you had powers, and I can't remember the powers, but I will figure it out and I will let you guys know.
Wait, didn't they move stuff? They can move like they can move.
Yes,
stuff.
they can move levers. Yes, they can push buttons for us. So pretty much, we have to break into Hawkins' laboratory. I'm gonna help Elle.
I'm gonna ask this: would it be first off, for me personally, not only that, for a lot more people to understand, was it kind of similar to like Universal Studios, the Hogwarts castle, like that big line? You go by the particular wands and ran over at the castle. You can like wave and then sort of went in and interact with certain things. So throughout the event, could you like hit poses and stuff?
So let me just say this: the show ran on a track, so it wasn't so. You
gotta get in the treadmill. I'm out.
It wasn't free form where we could go on our own to do things. It was we had to stay with the show, and the actor was on a track. So the actor cannot veer off. The actor cannot improv. The actor cannot modify. They have to go with the track, or the track will be off. The projections, the sound effects, all that stuff will be off. So when they asked for us to get in formation, we got into formation, and then something happened. Does that make sense? So it was never where you could go and do a wand or move your hand. You had to do it when they say to do it.
They really made you feel like you was actually in the experience in the TV show, and I thought, oh my God, I don't know if I'm getting out of here.
The crazy part about it is that they didn't make it. Wasn't like block. It wasn't like cookie cutter. It really like what Brent mentioned. They really make you a part of this thing where you can lose yourself in it. Okay. Now, what I thought was really cool, paying homage to Stranger Things season 3 and 4, was the fact that they had the cast with the show. So,
what season is this in the universe taking place?
It was the last season, season 4. So everyone looked like it literally felt like they wrapped up with season 4 and they started working on this.
No, I think it was.
I thought there was 5 seasons. Am I confused?
Season 5 comes out in 2024, but I think this was like all of them together because if it was season 4, they wouldn't have Demon Dogs because Demon Dogs died.
No, the storyline pays homage to 3 and 4, but
mainly all of them.
But I want to say is the actors, their actual presence, how they looked, was like they finished season 4. And we were like,
I can talk about that for a minute.
Okay, Okay, so the season, whatever going on the show. So I guess, and if you've seen up to season 4, you ain't gonna get.
Season 4, you're caught up. You're caught
Okay,
up
good.
So so that was pretty cool. Then we're in this room, and they're like, "Hey, like you can hear the actors talking, and they're in these bits." And how they did it was they had these flashlights, and they're like waving the flashlights at you while they're in the bits, like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" And it was so like Disney and Universal, which I was like, "Oh, this is so cool." But then they're giving you instructions to do something, and this is how you're like starting to use your powers against the force and make things happen. And so we did. We broke out of that one room, and then we go to the laboratory. This room was crazy, and I have clips. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna show clips of it. But this room, we're in the laboratory, and all hell just breaks loose. We got
Oh shit! That's that big room with the 3D
You wanna
glass.
talk about this one? Yeah.
Well, let's go to it before we go into the laboratory. Remember
Okay.
the big control room?
Yes. So I did talk about the control room. So at that time we used our powers to do what? I can't remember.
We did like it's like they had like control room. You see a bunch of TVs and cameras, right?
Yeah.
Well, it showed you could see people walk by like the big what was it? Was it like a hologram or like a
It was
projector?
it was like so they had these like kind of frosted
Right in
hallways
hospital doors.
and like hospital doors where you could walk by and you can see someone walk by. So when we were in there, that's the first thing the first thing I go is like to special effects. And let me tell you, the special effects are just top notch. And so you're sitting here and you're like, they're walking by the doors and you can see people walking by the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you say, hey, what is that? How do they do that effect? I know how they do that effect, but I don't want to say it to ruin it, especially for the ones that are going to see it. But this room was amazing because you can see people walk by. And so as they're telling you, I'm so distracted by the special effects. I'm like, oh, there's somebody. I'm like tapping Britt. But Britt, you see that? Someone just walked by. That's so dumb.
He's over there tapping on the glass like
Right.
someone from other side.
It was so realistic. So then all hell breaks loose, and we're like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And the beast dogs came out,
Where I'm standing.
and they're tearing up the people outside this laboratory. We are watching the actors on monitors, and they're like, "Yo, like it's getting crazy. We need your help. We need you guys to use your powers." And we're like, "Yo, like, okay, like we don't want to get bitten." I don't know if these freaking demon dogs have freaking rabies shots. I want to freaking get out of here. So we're like, all right. So we're like using our powers. We're like, I'm like, yeah, and then Britt's like, hey.
Yeah, then right there when like Blue, like we trying to like use your powers.
We're like,
fucking lever. They're just damn looking at it. I'm like, close the fucking
yeah,
lever.
like close the lever. I feel like going. Look, have us. I ain't gonna use your powers. I'm gonna lift this box up. I'm gonna pull it down myself.
Then we're all sitting there, and there's everybody's going ballistic, and you see these glasses just sitting on a table that wasn't there before. They wasn't there before. They just popped up.
So they like grab these glasses. So we're like,
Yeah.
okay.
You needed them. Some people didn't put them on. You needed them.
You needed them. The glasses, let me tell you, do not skip on the glasses. Wear the glasses. You need them for the next room. So we're sitting here and we're in this room and the lights flickering and then go off. And I'm looking this way at Brent, and Brent's looking back at me, looking behind me, what's going on, and I'm looking this way. All of a sudden, y'all, I'm gonna freak out. We're in this room. We see the walls. All of a sudden, this one particular, I would say, 18 feet, 20 feet of a wall disappears.
Bam.
And you see the Upside Down. Veins, everything coming out. We're like, and it was, but how it happened, it was so flawless. You couldn't hear anything. You can't hear no walls moving. We're like, and all of a sudden, it's behind Brent. I was like, like when the lights, when the lights went on in the Upside Down, I was like, dude. I looked. I was like, oh, Brent saw my reaction and just jumped his little behind, like behind me, and then saw what it was, and then rushed by me to be the first one through.
Yeah, as soon as I got in, it was so claustrophobic and tight in there. I said, "All right, everybody, hold the hell up, hold the fuck up. I'm claustrophobic. This might take a minute." I said, "You
I
know
was
what?"
behind you. I was like,
I said, "You know what? I'm just gonna go through." We went through. It was just a little thing to get
It was
through.
a little walkway, but it was so tight, and just to touch this is where the producers get smart, and they're like, how do we
Yeah,
make
creative.
room work? How do we get these veins out of it into this room? How do we let them think that the texture and everything is
Right.
different? And so you go into it and it's all red, and you go in it and you feel like plastic and stuff all over you, feel very tight. And all of a sudden it opens.
Is this all blacked out?
No,
Mm-mm.
this is
It's
all
orange.
like orange, red. It's like going to the upside down, bro. And then you walk in and the space opens up and the colors. Brent, I remember the colors. The colors was so different. It was like foresty muted, but yeah, it was different color scheme that we had when we first walked in. We had very dead tones like wood and concrete, and this one was more dark foresty, upside down, metallic green, and it was
Mm-mm.
crazy.
It was more of like a orange
I
color.
would say no. After you leave the upside down, you're actually in the open.
Oh yeah, it was more like a rocky, like you in a canyon or some
So
shit.
I'm like, yo, I'm going all the way up to the front row of this thing, and so we like go, and it's this rock, and it's like kind of like this uh
Like you see on the plays.
like a wraparound stage with like that's you, and it's like all LED walls, and so then you're greeted with Max, and she is in the upside down. She needs help, and we're the ones to help her. And let me just say this: it was a unique.
Hold on, Bob. I'm gonna say something. By the
Go
way,
ahead.
when he said you need to get the glasses, this is where you need to have the glasses because
Correct.
this is 3D. So just grab the glasses.
Yes, and so after that, uh, uh, you see what she's battling, and it's the monsters, and it's all of them, it's all the creatures, and we're using our powers to help, and it's just they won't stop. It keeps coming. These monsters.
Don't worry, Max. 5 minutes ago, I learned how to do this.
Right, right, right. And we're doing this, and then and we're doing this. We're like, and and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, we need some help. And sure enough, God answered prayer. Here comes the angel 11, walks in on the stage in front of us. I literally was like, hold on,
It was the real one.
it's 11. I had to take off my glasses, but yep, she's in front of me. Because Max is on the screen, and these monsters are on the screen, but there's someone in front of you. And you're like, okay. And she's coming in with her powers. And I'm like, get it, 11, get it out, get it, girl, get it. And she's like, oh. She's getting weak. We're like, right? And all of a sudden, what? Dude, you may want to come in on this one because this is.
Oh yeah, let me come on
money,
this.
This is the money shot right here. Like
this is the money shot. So all you got the LED wall like all right there, right? And you're standing there, and she pops up, and she's doing whatever he was doing a minute ago. And she says, "Use your powers," and she gets knocked down again. As soon as that happens, she falls through a hole.
Wait, hold on, no.
No, that's what happened.
I know, but don't reveal it. Don't reveal it for the people that hasn't seen it. So,
okay. By the way, if anybody's listening, spoiler alerts. Let me just make that clear.
So the thing is, when we saw her,
hey, I'm trying to come see this next weekend.
Wait, you said don't spoil it, but we're telling the whole thing.
I know, but this is our interpretation. When he goes, he's gonna have his own interpretation.
Okay, I'll tell it different then.
But what I'm saying is, how she fell. We're like, oh, she's falling, right? And if all of a sudden she goes like
into a hole.
she doesn't go into a hole. We don't know she's going into a hole.
It's a
But
Jeffrey Epstein hole. It's like
she
brings
flies
little
up,
girls away.
she flies up in the air, and then just, and then all of a sudden she's in a screen, and we're like, yo, and she's fighting them, and then all of a sudden the dogs jump through the trees and these vines, and they're coming at us like this. What?
She never flew up in the air.
Yes, she did.
Replay it. I'm telling you, she didn't.
She did.
Don't forget the air cannon.
Yes, the air cannon. So when she takes the dogs and she like snaps them and explodes them, they all go and in our faces. Air cannons just we're like. Britt was like a dog outside with his head outside the window.
Yeah, you were the one trying to get all up in it. That's what you was doing.
Heck yeah, I want to be on stage with Elle. Like, you know, it's funny.
You was looking under the stage, seeing where she went through.
I'm like, girl, where you at? You in this hole? You in this hole?
Can't bring you on nowhere.
Let me just say this. The show was amazing. The show lasts about 30 to 40 minutes. And then you get to be pushed out into these amazing photo ops and merch, which let's talk about it.
So what I'm getting at, first off, real quick, did they film this at the mall? They filmed the movie at? Did they put the show here at the mall?
No. So
no, I mean not here, there.
So the mall.
Basically, yeah.
No.
But no, some of the sets were like from the mall scenes.
Oh, yeah. So pretty much what they're showing you is that this other area is like the mall. That they're trying to emote, but it wasn't shot at. It was kind of like the mall. And by the way, this morning I was actually at the mall. I was going to record and send a video to you guys.
Damn, that's where we didn't go.
Yeah, where they shot Stranger Things at. I was there eating breakfast, but there's me.
You know what I think they should have had, which would have been really cool?
What?
That actual, like, where you could actually skate in Rincon Media. They should have had a roller rink.
Yeah. You know what? That's what they're missing. Because let me just say this. Oh, this is a great picture of you.
No, thank you.
See, that picture's perfect. Look how tall this lanky son of a bitch is, okay?
Right?
He is six.
I would dislike that motherfucker coming out.
He is 6'12". This motherfucker is 6'12". In case you don't know, Britt is a tall mother. He's ready to play Slender Man. So Blumhouse, if you're going to produce the Slender Man show or the Slender Man movie, we got your actor right here. Will and I will take a cut, an agent cut,
Oh, I would manage him. I would manage him to glory.
Don't worry. We split it even with Brent. We take a 22% cut. So you need a stunt double for Slender Man. We got you.
And let me just say this: I had Jack Skellington with me, and let me tell you, man, when he stepped out of the Upside Down, he looked just like that character behind us. It was crazy.
And why do you jump behind Willie? What the fuck is that gonna do? Like you stand 6 feet over everybody. The monster goes to swipe at you, and Mrs. Willie, you are.
Remember in Tennessee when he got stung by that hornet and he jumped behind? I was that.
Okay, no, let's turn next stuff. We're not talking about something stupid. Okay.
So here's what I gotta.
This is look how awesome this place is. It's just,
is that me?
They did a good job. Yep, that's you right there.
Oh, by the way, Gerard, they actually had props from the show. There you
Ooh.
go.
Yes, so they have
Ooh, that
wardrobe
looks
and
good.
props from the show. This was the Hopper.
Now,
It's an amazing drink. We had the Hopper.
no, it was not.
It was
No,
actually okay. Let me take that back. This drink was pretty much nasty.
it was alcoholic beverage with mint. It was terrible.
It was terrible. That one was terrible. We had we had the upside down drink, and then we had the alcoholic
Hot chocolate, which was okay.
They give you an upside down drink. They just pour it on the floor. Hit the cup upside down. Like, here you go. $12.99, bitch.
So as you can see, this is what it looks like, right?
So I'm loving the sets. It looks like they really did. I don't know this upside down just looks like the bar's themed and like 80s and like with the name upside down. But if you look back, if you can you go back a couple pictures?
Yeah.
Like I love that because look, that looks like some of the Crayola drawings. I'm talking the big blue thing in the center with the.
Right.
That looks like some of the Crayola drawings they had in the show, trying to pin together the map. Real quick, just so I might be missing like several things for the show. I'm at the episode. I have to tell you exactly where I'm in the show because I have to take breaks from TV shows. I can't binge watch TV shows. I am at the episode for where they're feasting in Russia. He's like,
oh my gosh.
And I know it's about. I was sitting here just like 2 days ago, like, damn, I need to get back on that show because now I want to rewatch it. I can't do it. I got to take breaks.
You have to watch your.
That's a good picture right there.
Yeah, you have to finish the season to enjoy this.
Well, then I'm going to. Well,
you don't have to, but it's smart for you to finish the season.
Okay.
Well, that's my thought process. If I decide to come out, if we go like, hey. Not this week's and next week. I'm just making up. If we decide the 15th or something, I'm going to come out there and get whatever. I'm gonna finish the show. I can finish it real quick. But here's something I want to ask. Right. So it's 40. You said the show before you pushed into this room at the end of the show. It's 45 minutes long from start to finish, right? Is that including wait time or is that including the show itself?
Not including wait time, but let me tell you, we didn't have to wait that much because we were literally we were the second to last group.
See, and that's another.
We were 9:30, and we had 9:30, and we had the stragglers 9:30.
So that's pretty neat because I'm noticing it looks pretty empty in the thing, which is a smart thing. That's what I would prefer because I would hate to be there and be like, "Damn, this motherfucker's packed. I gotta wait 10 minutes to take a photo." So the 9:30 shows where you want to go, late night, go do that thing, and so you.
And if you want to beat the rush, don't go during opening night. If it comes to your area, I would suggest wait a couple of months. They're going to be there for about a good 4 months.
I mean, that's also true with a haunted house. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just thinking maybe we should talk about the food and how it was because.
Yeah.
Wait.
To that. So
we'll get to the food. That's all my question list because I want to know a couple things.
Sorry, my bad.
So, first of all, I think that's true even with haunted houses. Don't go to opening weekend. Go like the second or third weekend if you want a real good experience, especially with a smaller haunt or a more local haunt. Some of the bigger ones like the Nightmare series and some of the larger ones, opening weekend's probably going to be as good, if not the same, as 2 weeks after everybody gets in their motion. But what I was going to get at, so we did for 45 minutes, that's a show, plus we got the photo ops, a little interactive area you get to go where you get to have yourself entertained, a quad basically at the end. What does the show cost? That's 45 minutes of entertainment plus a photo op area.
It's about $35 to $87 is the.
That's a gap, 35 to 87.
Right. So it depends. So they have dynamic pricing, surge pricing. So when it's packed crazy, you're probably hitting $40, $45, and depending on the area too. And then VIP could be $87 to $100, per person. So there's dynamic pricing. So what they do is like right now it's cheap to go to Atlanta's because they're leaving February. So it's cheap to go now. So they're giving away tickets for like $30, $35. But when it first started, it was like $45, $50.
So here's the next thing. What was that? I just had the thought. Brain work. The wait line. Oh my God, I've lost. That was a good question too.
Is it worth the money? I think I want to say this. It's worth the money, especially when you're a local. If you're in Atlanta, like for instance, your rent was just an hour and a half. So to me, it's like coming down, see a friend, and then going to that's worth it. Even though you're a diehard and you want to see this experience, is it worth 4 hours?
Well,
I don't know.
I think it will be worth 4 hours. First off, because I'm not just coming to see a show. First, I'm gonna come to see y'all. And I bet you if I drive up to Atlanta, Brent's gonna come down. We're going. It's gonna be multiple. We're gonna go get some dinner. We're gonna go to this event. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna crash, discuss. Maybe we might do a live show. You know. So it will be. It's worth it.
But for someone that is not doing that, right? To drive, from Tennessee to go to Atlanta to see this, I would say add something else to it. And let me tell you, downtown Atlanta has some great things that you can do.
I love hope.
Other than just seeing famous things, especially in Los Angeles too. So
go to I Love Pho if you're going to
Los Angeles. We don't care about you right now.
Oh my gosh.
So here's the question I had, Ashley. What's the difference between the general admission and the VIP?
So nothing other than front of the line access, and then also they get a complimentary.
They got a shirt and a couple free drinks, and that's about it.
They don't get a. Do they get a shirt?
They got a shirt. You know that little baggie when you get out of once you get out of the attraction you come to, and there's a lady standing there with a bag, a goodie bag.
She had a shirt in there, and they get a.
Yeah, the shirts comes with a shirt and a toy or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
But hoodies and shirts were like what, $40 to $60, $80?
Yeah, $40 to like $80
for a hoodie, and you're just like, whoa, okay. I look at it, I'm like, no, we can get one off Amazon. We're good.
Right.
I mean, that's what everybody expects. They expect stuff like that.
But
now
the merch and the food is something, and the alcohol beverage is where their profit is at 100%.
No, that's where their lowest is. Can you agree with that? Like, that's their lowest?
No, because alcohol sales there. I mean, look, we spent 3 drinks that were $20 each.
I know that, but I'm saying like the taste value. Most people can agree that it don't taste that great, and it's not worth the money. How much it is?
But they don't know that when they purchase it. See, they're not sampling the drinks or the food when they purchase. They just purchase it.
Yeah, I know, but He's
talking about profitability. He's talking about the profitability.
I'm talking about that doesn't, after you eat something, does not determine the sale. It determines if you're going to buy it again. When they're in the room and they go through that experience, they're so hyped and they see a T-shirt or a drink or a pizza or something. They're going to buy it.
Like we went. Oh my god, we didn't look at it like that. But I'm just saying, just in my opinion, my personal self, I didn't really like the food or the drinks.
So we had a pizza, we had 2 boxes of candy, we had 2 soda drinks, and then we had some alcohol beverages. And let me just say this: the alcohol beverages weren't that great, and the pizza was not happening. I think the only thing that we didn't get was the ice cream, which that would have been fire because it seemed like they had the old style ice cream in the scoop.
Oh no, we didn't get the ice cream. Damn.
No, we didn't get ice cream. Yeah, I purposely was like, nah, we can get ice cream at home.
Well, I mean, I get one thing I was trying to make a little quick point. What I think Will and I were discussing about he was making a point of the profitability of the food. Like, by the time you pay for that $20 drink, you can't return a drink. Right. You can't. Then that drink, you give them $20. By the time they pay the hourly wages, the licensing permits, and what it takes, they got $2.75 in that drink, and they just profited $18.25 on a drink.
The merch and the bar and the food is where they're gonna see their sales. That $20, that $39 ticket is paying for the sets, it's paying for the technology, it's paying for those actors. It's where
good money, bad reviews.
And the food and the food, the bar and the merch is where they are seeing the big bucks at. Yeah.
So the VIP selection, you don't suggest that unless it's a busy night.
Unless it's a busy night and it's packed, yeah.
But so it's packed. So for the $35 to $40 ticket, when you had let's say a 30-minute drive, do you feel like 1 to 10 did you get your money's worth? And as a local, then I'm gonna ask Brent a similar question. Do you feel like you get your money's worth out of this experience?
You're asking me this?
I'm asking Willie this.
Oh, okay, what's the question? I'm sorry.
Since I'm educated guesstimation, since you're in Atlanta, you probably had maybe a 45-minute drive at most,
Mm-hmm.
for $35 to $45 ticket. Do you feel like this experience was worth it?
Yeah, I had fun. It's yes. I think it was worth it. I had fun. 100%. It's cool to go with a friend that knows Stranger Things too. So it's like it was cool to go with Britt. Like, yeah, we seen it. We were there. We could talk about the show and then we could experience it. And then it was a great little not to tribute to them. Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Okay, so that's worth it for that price range. That $35 to $45. That's what I'm going off. Just your ticket price.
Right.
Now for Brent, I'm gonna use you as an out of towner for something. I really wish I would have gone because that would have been a great perspective. Because Brent, you're what, an hour and a half, 2 hours away, correct?
About an hour and a half away.
You're an hour and a half away. You're a good little drive. Do you feel like just off the show, not off the food, not off the merch, nothing? Do you feel like this was worth the drive for $35 to $45?
I mean, yeah, for somebody that, is a big fan of Stranger Things and they love the show and they're wanting to do this and it's close to their town and they're out of town like me, I would say it's worth doing it. But yeah, I would agree. It's worth doing if you're a fan and you watch the show.
I mean, look, before our experience, we were hyped off of it. We were geeked in the parking lot. We were excited to see this.
Oh yeah, when we pulled up, I was going crazy.
Right, and then when we went in, I think they did a good job in keeping you immersed in the storyline. I think the storyline is great. I think the activities are great. There's nothing I would say, oh, that was bad. They really did a good job with it. It's just I think to me, I'm like, I want more. It leaves you wanting a little bit more, and it leaves you wanting, And also, let me say this: the people in that the little mall, the little villagers, they weren't really doing their job and making sure that you stay in that vibe, in that mood. And then maybe it was because we were the last group that night. But you see these youngsters in there in the being in the 70s and just very trying to vibe with the guests, but that did not read well for the people that was working that night because we didn't get none of that and it wasn't a vibe. It was like, let's hurry up and eat and go home.
Yeah,
but immediately when you amped it up, and I was like, calm down.
Yeah, see. Let me just say this before I let you say your question, Gerard. I was trying my best to, because again, y'all know my brain. I go into attractions and I would try to figure out if it's so good, figure out how it was done, or nitpick. And so instead of that not happening, because I know these people that produce it, I wanted to enjoy myself, and so I was getting geeked. I was all into it. I was like, looking at our fellow yellow team people and red team members and blue team members, like, come on, use your powers, guys! Come on, everybody! Like I was that guy. And Brett was like, calm down. I'm like, no, I spent money for this, and I'm broke. Go ahead.
So I know. I think we all experienced it before. For when we go to a haunted house or something, right? Especially when we're doing multiples at a night. Like it's a rush. It's like a strategy you got there. All right, you're the DD. We're going to ride and we're going to drink a little while we're there. But we got to be timed. We're going to go to the gate. We got to get a hold of security, to get a hold of the owner because we're skipping the line. That's what's about to happen, right? And then you get that moment, right, where the owner is with y'all in the group and they're walking through. And I feel like when you explained it, that's one of those moments for like you with the owner walking through your experience. You said that some of the actors were toned down. That's one of the moments when you turn around, the owner's gone. He's chewing out that actor at that moment. Because we've all experienced it, right?
Right.
Right? We all been there.
Yeah. Remember when we went to the Buford Corn Maze? He did that exact same moment when he was polishing. He would dip off.
Yeah, because he went and chewed that actor out because the actor came out the boo hole, went boo, and they're like, oh shit, and then you can just see it through the mask and the eyes, like, I done fucked up.
Yeah. Listen,
but it's never good to have an owner following you because every time you do training and try to scare an owner, it's never gonna work.
You can see the crew. The crew is wearing all black, right? They're in the Netflix apparel. They wear all black. They had headphones. I saw them. They were there. Okay. But let me just tell you this: these actors they work and they have to do it over and over and over again. And I understand that as a producer that did a show just similar to that in Los Angeles. So I get it. And so with me having that energy and being excited with them was a fresh of breath air to me for them because they were like, okay, this group is lively. Or someone's talking back to me. Thank you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Go ahead.
So I got two more things before I close that because I feel like we'll wind it down a little bit real quick. I want to answer these two quick questions real quick just so we can end it up and continue with the show.
Yep.
The first one. Do you feel like it was a lot easier as the actors to tone down and die a little quicker due to the fact that this is not like as freedom as a haunted house would be? You know, it's a lot more scripted. All right, Jerry, staying at this spot, this location. And because as humans, we're gonna fight authority. We're gonna be like, all right, Blue's over here in the green square, whatever it may be, I'm going off of. Do you feel like that is one of the things that drains an actor more, or some of the employees there? Because they're just drained. Because like, all right, the darn customer's supposed to stand here, and I'm over here ringing around. It's almost feel like you're ringing around toddlers for the FX to work. Is it? You think that's?
I think once you continue to go on this repeat, your body kind of goes on autopilot, and it's the struggle isn't the wear and tear of doing it again and again. The struggle is to be fresh and be believable again and again.
Yep.
That's what it is.
And that's difficult.
And that is difficult. And let me just say this. I think that is something that you applaud them and that when you understand that and recognize that, you want to give your energy to them because they, as an actor, they kind of thrive off the energy. You know what I'm trying to say? So they'll give it back. So I wouldn't say it was it can be tiresome doing it over and over again, but to be a part of something so awesome. Look, the other IP of Stranger Things was at Universal Studios, at the parks. So people had to drive to the parks either in California or Florida to witness Stranger Things attraction. This is an attraction that is going to you. So they're picking up local actors in their in these spots, and they're portraying they're honored to portray these characters. And so being a part of something like that shouldn't bore you unless you were just a numb actor. It should be something exciting to be a part of a project such as this. And have on your resume.
Just basically like everybody's on a repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So real quick, I want to bounce off that little thing he said, then we'll continue with the last question real quick.
Yep.
If you want to stick out, if you want to get big, and if you want to do haunted houses, at least with me, you know, as an attraction owner as well, I know Willie's probably 100% agree with me. If you want to stick out, every interaction, if it's the first one of the night or the 250 of the night, if you give that same energy, pace yourself. If you give that same energy, make sure that individual feels like that's the first time he's jumped out that window, then you're going to stick out in the haunted house industry 100%.
Looking to be a part of community while getting dished out. Halloween horror and haunt industry is happening. Well, you're in luck. Word on the street is that Yep That's Scary now has Patreon accepting like-minded individuals to engage, participate, and have a little fun within our new horror family. Get exclusive content, merch, and messages from the cast. Be invited to some exclusive member-only events and notable horror events. Sign up and become a Patreon member today.
Oh yeah. Be a Patreon member, y'all. Come on, you guys, sign up and be a Patreon
Sign up,
member.
guys. It's worth it. You get a free mug.
Yeah, we have some amazing merch that's coming out to you guys. But patreon.com/Yep That's Scary. Join us. All right, Drew, are you ready for a ticket to skip it?
All right. It's about that time.
Take it or skip it, stream it or miss it.
Snowfall, January 17th, coming to theaters. This is taking the song, Baby It's Cold Outside, with a devil's twist. When a group of friends rent out a cabin in the woods and they get snowed in, now it's its fight for survival. Between the elements, the hypothermia in each other, trying to figure out what is going on in the group. Is it the group, or is it us, or is it Snowfall? Let's take a look. Who wrote that?
Damn, River. This family's second home? Third, if you count the one we built in Martha's Vineyard.
Hey, son. Did you make it there safe?
Just walked in.
All right. Have fun. Happy New Year.
Dad, hello. There he is.
I heard there's like a big storm headed your way. All right. You guys have fun. Don't drink too much.
On that note, I say more shots. Okay, guys?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When do you think the power will come back on?
I thought it would be by now.
We're not going anywhere. We need to stay as warm as possible. Hypothermia can cause bizarre, risk-taking behavior, confusion, and disorientation.
Someone's coming to get you.
Oh my God, guys, Jason's on the phone!
I'm cold.
What if the snow is contaminated? We can't spread the virus.
He's covered in death! Stop!
The danger is real.
Snowfall.
Woo! Interesting.
I feel like this is an interesting concept when you're trying to figure out what is the villain. Is it a ghostly spirit of the cabin? Is it the snow? Or is it each other? And I don't know who wrote the ending to that script, but we're firing them. Oh, wait, it's me. Willie, what did you think? Brent, what did you think about this?
I mean, yeah, it's a very interesting storyline because, like you said, we don't know the villain. It could be the snow hurting them, or it could be, a ghost or whatever. But to me, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Let's give it a shot.
This is a ticket.
It's a ticket from me.
For me, it's I don't know, like there's times where I got bored during the trailer, and I don't know if my mind's just not there, but it's gonna be a skip it for me.
This is definitely going to have to be a skip it for me. We already know the plot. They're going to sleep together. Somebody's going to cheat on each other, going to cause internal drama, and then everybody's going to die except for the little virgin. Next movie.
All right. Woo-hoo.
He went out of order. I got to get the next script. Skinameric. I never learned how to pronounce this. January 13th on Shudder. This film is taking the idea of a found footage and putting the cameras in the hands of the children, being haunted by something evil, and it raises the question, will you join me upstairs? Take a look.
I can't hear the volume.
No, I don't know where's your volume. So just so you guys know, if you guys are listening, there's a video being played for Skinamarink, and the sound is not there, which is weird. But there are some crazy, creepy images being shown to us.
I don't know what this is, guys.
I'm dead serious. Like, there's blood on the cabinet. There is toys.
I already know my answer for this one. Gerard, you're on mute.
Look. I really, if we can troubleshoot this for like a half.
All right, that's enough. Okay.
If we could troubleshoot this for like half a second, I really want the sound there. I'm kind of excited for this movie. I'm not trying to view my answer yet, but this movie has great potential, especially for a January horror movie. So if we can maybe can we screen share, go to YouTube and watch it or something? Is that possible?
It don't have potential no more. The movie ain't no good. It has no sound.
Let me see. Give me 1 second and let's try to see if we can troubleshoot this real quick.
I can't pronounce that either. Skinamarink or something?
Skinamarink. Yeah. I gotta just make sure I have the. All right, let me pull this up. And bear with us.
God, that's a double shocker because we went out of order by us, and that was the movie I was excited to just talk about too.
All right, here we go.
In this house. In this house.
Let me excuse myself.
In this house. In this house.
What the fuck did you pick?
Hey.
Well, the trailer was a miss, but let me put you in the plot real quick because I read the plot. And first off, this movie is apparently getting a lot of buzz for being a very scary movie. What it is two kids were upstairs in their rooms when their parents didn't come home for whatever means. So either way, the parents weren't home. So they go downstairs to watch TV till the parents get home because they're scared. And that is when some haunting has happened, either such as a ghost or a demon. I highly suggest y'all to go watch this trailer after the show and really think about it because the potential's there. It is something, and if you missed it, because we did miss it, at the end of the trailer where I said, would you join me upstairs? The demon speaks to them, come upstairs. And it makes this trailer, especially with some headphones on, watch it and really let your skin crawl because it has great potential to be something good. It's putting the fear into children, and that's always doubles. I'm hoping this is good. I really am.
This interests me because it kind of has that Blair Witch Cloverfield and Paranormal Activity feel to it. Of course, this is low budget, you can tell, but it's not all about the budget and the glitz and glam. It's about how you edit and tell a story. So I'm really excited to see this. The kid's voice whispering to the mic. Come on. I started laughing. I think Britt laughed at that.
Wait, is he? What's he saying like? What's he saying like? In this house. In this house.
No, that's the demon.
In this house. In this house. And he's showing things that happened in this house. And so it's crazy. But I'm excited to. This is a ticket for me.
Skip it.
Skip what?
What?
I don't know what happened. Did he drop? Technical errors again. I guess we're going to the next movie. This is going to be a ticket for me as well. I think it has great potential. I'm really excited to see what they can do.
Let's finish this up. Is it a skip it for you? What is it? Because we're being rushed.
I wasn't being rushed. My internet was acting up. It pulled me out.
Okay, so what is this for you? It's a ticket for me. What is it for you?
I'm gonna skip this one.
Okay, well, what about you, Gerard?
This is going to be a ticket. I feel like this could have potential to be another Blair Witch, another hot Paranormal Activity, because instead they're putting fear in children. I'm excited for this. If it's in a theater, I'm going to see it because this has got to be one of those movies. If it's good, I could be wrong. This could be dog shit, but if it's good, this is a scary movie to watch in a theater. It just could make bukus of leaps and bounds. And I believe it should be either kids with a hand camera and also kids on, security cameras. I'm excited for this. I hope it's not dog shit. This is a ticket.
Me too. Awesome.
I'll just say I told you so.
Alrighty then. There's something wrong with the children. January 17th on demand. See, this is what happens when your pull-out game is weak. Blumhouse Productions, in my opinion, is looking to make something similar to the classic Children of the Corn on a smaller scale. Let's see what this little January horror can bring us. And remember, when your loving spawn comes back from some freaky hole leading to hell, leave them bitches in the hole. You can make more. If you need process, I'll help you.
I got a big hike planned for us tomorrow.
Can we just do some fun indoor activities? Yeah, like drinking. Is this still even a trail? Wow. How far down do you think that goes?
I don't know.
Gives me the creeps.
Let's go.
Rise and shine, sleepyheads. Where did the kids go?
They can't go far. I'm still trying to understand how you let them out of your sight.
When we woke up, they were gone.
Guys!
There you are.
No. Stop! No!
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Ben. Look at me.
Whoa, hey! You good, man?
How you been feeling lately?
I know what I saw.
Can I show you something in the woods?
I don't think that's them out there anymore.
I promise. We're better than ever.
This is your fault! Get out!
What did you do to your mom, Spencer?
We want to play a game with you. Ready or not, here we come. We want to play with you now.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
So, this is another Blumhouse production coming out on January.
Go ahead,
in January. It's coming out this January on demand. Multiple ways to watch it. That's why I didn't give a specific one. Rent it. It's 2022. Y'all know where to watch these things. It's everywhere.
Paramount.
Mm-hmm. Especially when the places don't ask you to list, and that's a little frustration I have nowadays. They're like, we have this movie coming out, the streaming. It's like, which streaming? I guess they're still working out the contracts or whatever it's going to happen.
Oh yeah. I mean,
and I'm like, the movie comes out in like 3 days. When I find the movie, I find it like a week or 2 weeks ahead, and it's like, well, we don't exactly know what we'll put in it, but it's going to be on demand, so you can rent it for $17.99, which I don't.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't mind. It's just sometimes in our position, it sucks. I'm like, you can watch this somewhere on the internet for money.
Right. The business of streaming is still at large. I mean, people can negotiate contracts and send it to any type of platform just to stream, and that's how they make their money. So they get a cut of those memberships. So
Brent,
go ahead.
Brent, I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I'm very excited for this movie, this film. It looks very interesting, and I'm gonna watch this one. So I'm definitely gonna stream this movie. This seems really I can't not talk right now, so it's also, but yeah, interesting. So that is a stream it for me. What about you, Willie?
Oh my gosh, this movie it gives me so much of the psychonatic chiller thriller. It's one of those think and get scared movies, and I'm all in on this one. So yeah,
perfect.
What about you, Gerard?
I think this. It depends where it's able to watch. If this is going to be on a streaming service that I already subscribe to or have, this is going to be definitely streaming. But I'm not willing to pay for it. This is not one of those movies I want to pay to see unless I'm already paying a monthly subscription, in my opinion. Like I said, it feels like a Children of the Corn, kind of. But at the same time, it could be a psychological thriller. The demon is not possessing the kids. It's possessing the dad. The dad's terrorizing the family, kind of like Grimcutty was. Grimcutty made the kids think their parents were going to kill them or whatnot, and it flipped the script on you. So this could be like a hidden gem. So, but like at the same time, if it's on Netflix or something I already have, I will watch it. But I'm not paying it. So I guess it's a stream it with criterias.
That's what's
We're all in agreement for this movie. This would be a good one.
All right, so let's do it. Okay, guys. So we have an ad read from Trends World. Okay, so the Halloween and Attraction Show opens for business February 2nd through the 5th, 2023 at the American Center in downtown St. Louis. Trans World Halloween and Attraction Show is the only industry trade show of its kind in the world. There is no other show that has many exhibitors and industry-related products. For 4 decades, Trans World Annual Halloween and Attraction Show has created the marketplace for haunted house industry. For more information, go to www.haashow.com. Woo! And our next ad read goes to the.
Hold up. Let's see. You can now be immersed into a original Stranger Things storyline combined with special effects of a 3D Universal Studios ride with a telekinetic escape room. Immerse yourself on your own adventure with Eleven, Michael, Dustin, Lucas, and Max, and Eleven, and Will. For a very special episode starring none other than you, go to www.strangerthings.com. Experience. There you go. Thank you.
Okay, y'all. Y'all know what's next, right?
Y'all, I'm dead.
Yeah, y'all, I'm dead. Okay, this is Y'all, I'm Dead, where all the hosts brings 3 Halloween horror-driven funny memes and hopes to make the other hosts laugh. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. Y'all, I'm dead, baby.
Y'all, I'm dead.
Y'all, I'm dead. For the first time ever, Annabelle was scared.
You know that's right.
Oh, whoa.
Whip.
Whoa, stop touching my buttons.
Go, Gerard.
Yeah, I'm dead. When I'm getting snacks at 3 a.m. and I hear a ghost knocking something over. Come fight me in the dark, bitch.
Good one.
That looks like he had a haunted house. Y'all, I'm dead. If people make you sick, maybe you should try cooking them for longer.
Y'all, I'm dead. Let's go out and go. What?
Let's go the chopper together.
Let's get to that chopper together.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm dead. If I learned anything from the ghost hunting TV shows, it's that every ghost speaks English.
Okay.
That was funny. I thought that was...
Y'all, I'm dead. Whoops. Sorry, kid. Wrong movie.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where's mine at?
I don't know. Where did yours move?
I'm sorry, I died right there. Y'all, I'm dead. I just realized ghosts that look like this died trying to fold his fitted sheet. This is what happens when I go PG.
Yeah, you went PG. Y'all, I'm dead. Spent so much time chasing others in their dreams, I forgot to chase my own.
This is backstage at Universal's night at Universal Studios somewhere.
Right. Like, spent so much time.
These goddamn kids keep calling me Jason.
I forgot to chase my own.
Y'all, I'm dead.
The fuck is this?
When you ask for Wednesday, but you get Samuel L. Jackson as a Wednesday tattoo.
Where is this on this man's body? I hope it's a man because that's too much hair for a woman right there.
It is a man, but let me just say this: this was trending. This was trending because this what happened? Britt, that this
So someone got a tattoo as Wednesday, and they wanted it to be Wednesday, but it turned out to look like Samuel L. Jackson.
Straight up.
Let's get him on the podcast. He seems like a character. It's Samuel L. Wednesday.
Right,
So,
and
yes,
that-
Wednesday. I couldn't see it.
And if you're listening to this podcast, you would like to laugh with us, check out Y'all I'm Dead on YouTube channel.
If you want to look at a close-up of a bad tattoo on a fat man's leg while he holds up his balls so they don't get fitter, pitch. Oh, yeah, that's scary.
Whatever. Okay, guys, we're doing something different. This is our scary clip of the week that we have. This is our first one. And the scary clip of the week was brought to you by Jeanette Step Store. You guys, check out this.
Oh, Lord, this is more the same. What you doing? Mother. Whoa! Get me out of here! How you get out? No! What you doing? Where you going? What you doing? What you doing?
Yo, that is a
I can't watch it. It's lagged for me. I can't see nothing.
But that is totally fine. That is scary.
That backfired so bad.
And let me tell you, Grandma was the one. She was slinging those water cups, slinging. So
that's a trend going on right now. That's a trend.
I guess. But let me just say this. I'm so excited for our next week's show. I want to say thank you guys so much to our co-hosts. Thank you guys for this awesome show. Thank you guys for listening to us.
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing us to go to talk to you guys about our experience of Stranger Things. And there's more to come. And please remember to follow, like, subscribe, and share our social media accounts so that we can continue to engage while bringing out our horror family together. Until next time, guys, stay scary.
Be careful what you live.